Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today let's go over a Leetcode hard question, and unfortunately I was not able to solve this question on my own. You can see that I've tried it so many times and time to give up at a certain point. You're just banging your head against the wall, and I obviously could come up with a brute force approach, but this question is insane and just the optimization needed is super non-obvious, so I had to copy the solution straight from Leetcode's YouTube channel, so credit to him for that. But yeah, unfortunately I couldn't do it on my own, and so let's first start with my brute force approach. So you're just trying to find the length of the shortest subarray with the sum at least k. So let's do exactly that. So let's go through every subarray and add the values. So if subarray sum is at least k, then we're going to minimize the answer with the size of the subarray, and we can just break it because that's the current shortest subarray in the current iteration, and then return answer at the end. As long as if it's infinity, then return -1 since it's not possible. So this will pass some of the test cases, but they want a linear solution, which is really challenging because the values can be negative, which makes this way harder. So let's look at Leetcode's deck solution, which is, I still don't understand this part. It's super hard to come up with, and why that saves time over just pruning right here. That doesn't really make sense to me, as you might need to use these after you pop them. So I don't know how that thought process is being evaluated, but either way, let's just copy it again so I can come back to review it later. So basically you have this current sum, and then you have a Q. So we're going to obviously add nums of right. That's just the prefix sum. And then if this is bigger than or equal to k, then we're going to minimize answer with the length of the current subarray so far from the beginning. That makes sense. But this part is very confusing. So while Q and current sum minus Q of 0, 0 is bigger than or equal to k, then the prefix and the end index is going to be Q.pop left. And then result is minimum of results, because I guess that means that it is valid. It's at least, the sum of that is at least k, is probably what it means there. So right minus end index. And why are we not doing +1? I don't know. Again, this is not my solution. This came straight from Leetcode. So while Q and Q of -1 of 0 is bigger than the current sum, bigger than or equal to the current sum, then we're going to pop. Not sure why. I guess this is some kind of a monotonic order is what I remember he said. And then we're going to append the current sum and the current end index, and then we can just return the result. So if result, if answer is negative float infinity, return -1, otherwise return the answer, and this has to be answer here. Again, this is a tough problem, could not do it on my own, so I'm going to come back and review it later. But yeah, this is a very unforgiving question, so that's it for this video.